you were going to be an international superstar?
I still don't feel like one.
How's that possible?
I just don't. I know that sounds very silly, but even this morning I was getting ready to tweet that I was coming here today, and I got like 50 freaking emails like, don't tweet it, they don't want anyone to know.
That was for your security.
Yeah, well, I guess they were worried for security, but I said, I need to market my record. People need to know where I'm gonna be, and so everyone was saying, well, they know you're gonna be there, just don't tell them when. And oh my gosh, my security is always, they want to shoot me because I will literally leave the house and go to the bodega down the street where I live in New York, and they're like, where are you? Because where I live, I have been hustling for so long that it's more just like, you're home, like everybody's so cool. And I guess even though my first album was called The Fame, that was never the ultimate goal of any of this. It was always that I just really am genuinely a musician to my core. And a lot of people don't know that about me, but I write every lyric, every melody. I'm in there with the producers, whipping them to make the new future of music. And that is why I'm here. I'm not here to be a superstar. But, so yes and no. I never, ever, there was never a day when I woke up and said I'm a superstar. I'm still waiting for that to happen.
Fair enough. So, in terms of formative experiences, Hugs and Kisses XOXO94 from Pennsylvania asks...
Love the internet.
You said that in school a lot of people bullied you and didn't like you. Now that you're famous, have any of them tried to quote-unquote apologize and become friends? If so, what did you say to them?
I wouldn't say apologize. There's been lots of concert ticket requests. And I think one of the most awkward things that anyone ever said to me was, well, my, how the tables have turned. But to be honest, I don't have that kind of vengeful spirit in myself, and I never did. It was just more that, and I say this with so much, genuineness from my heart, is that bullying really stays with you your whole life. And it really, really never goes away. And I know you're using words like superstar and most Googled and billions of YouTube videos, but I was never the winner. I was always the loser. And that still stays with me. And do I want to stick it to anybody? No. I just want to make music. So, yeah.
And well, I think bullying is a really big issue right now, especially because it's exacerbated by the technology.
So I'm listening.
And so I imagine that Born This Way is a little bit about being yourself and how to overcome bullies. And I don't know if you want to talk a little bit.
Little bit.
Yes.
What's so funny when I put that song out, because everybody was like, oh, the lyrics are so literal. And I'm like, yeah. When you get bullied, you kind of try to, there's almost this like emotional poetry that you go through in high school. Oh, well, someday, and you just kind of try to hide from it and be the bigger person. But Born This Way is about saying, this is who I am. This is who the fuck I am. And there's, the next single, Judas, is like this very classic Gaga record, but more importantly, the song Born This Way is this like gateway drug for the album, and really trying to say in the most literal and honest way that I can that when I go to the Monster Ball, I see something so fearless and so special in my fans, but I also see something afraid. something that I was, something that was unsure. And I really encourage people to look into the darkness and look into places that you would not normally look to find uniqueness and specialness, because that's where the diamonds are hiding.
I think that's a wonderful message. And you actually are a very classically trained pianist, jazz musician, and one of our video questions from Leopard Scar 20 actually is about your...
Leopard Scar?
You gotta love the Leopard Scar. Leopard Scar 20 wants to know a little bit about your training ongoing, so we'll go ahead and roll that video.
Hey Gaga, this is Rudy Hernandez, one of your little monsters from Portland, Oregon. My question is I was just wondering if you still took piano training and vocal training to improve your skills. It'd be great to hear you answer my question. I can't wait to see you again here in Portland, Oregon, and pause up.
A cutie. I love my fans. Yes, I actually vocally rehearse every single day. I do a 30-minute warm-up every single day. It's been the same vocal warm-up that I've been doing since I was 11 years old. I've had my mentor, Don Lawrence, has been my voice teacher since I was 11, so it's over 10 years now. And in terms of piano, piano's funny. I mean, it's kind of this thing that always stays with you. I don't know if there's any pianists in this room, but if you don't practice for a little while and then you focus on it, you kind of get your chops back pretty quickly. So what I do mostly for piano is I try to find time when I'm in New York City or on the road to do shows and have jam sessions with my band just for fun. So whenever you see those really horrid photos of me looking drunk at a piano bar, I'm actually rehearsing. That's just how I like to rehearse. I like to have a couple martinis and play some Cole Porter, and that's just the way I like to learn. But stay in school.
So changing gears a little bit, I actually have a confession to make. So we'll pull a picture up here. I was you for Halloween in 2009.
You were? I want to see it. Which me?
And you can see it here. So,
fabulous.
On my hat.
Look at you.
So, I guess transitioning to your style has inspired so many people. And
now, what is it about? Is it because it's a blonde in New York?
Blonde, and I have stars on my face and the long eyelashes.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I don't
There's
know.
poker chips on my hat from Poker Face. So, okay. So many people, beyond just me, millions of people have been inspired by your style. And one of the fans would like to know, Sir Gaga Official.
Sir Gaga.
Would like to know, with all the clothes you have, how do you decide what to wear every day, and what happens to the garments after they're worn?
How do I decide what to wear? It's actually not quite as complicated as some of you might imagine. I'll plan months ahead for certain things for example, at the Grammys, the Hussein Chalayan vessel, although it's become known as the egg, he wants me to remind you it's the vessel. That took months and months of conception, and I wanted to do a whole performance art piece that began on the red carpet and ended after the performance. So certain things take a while, and yes, I do view the vessel as a fashion piece. But like today, I wore the same black dress because I wanted the fans to recognize me a certain way when I entered the Google building.